Hello everyone and welcome. This week we're making Dahl, or red lentil curry. Now Dahl has a very special place in my heart because it's the first meal prep meal that I made completely from scratch. I didn't buy any sauces from the store, and so I'm very happy that we can walk through it together. Now, if you're going to be making Dahl for 10 meals, you're going to want to try to find an onion that's the same size as your head. This recipe moves pretty fast, so I suggest prepping all of your ingredients first. Now I like to start with dicing the onions so I can hopefully stop crying before we start cooking. I don't want my tears to oversalt the dish. Then transfer the onions to a bowl and get them as far away from your cooking station as possible. Next step is to get out your garlic press and make your garlic smaller. Now you can use a knife if you want to be fancy. I just don't like doing the extra dishes of using a different utensil. So, this dish will call for some form of chili pepper. You'll notice that this is a shepherd's pepper. It's not hot at all. If the stores around you are awful, you can substitute in a jalapeno. Jalapenos are historically not from India. However, if you don't like a lot of spice, you could take the seeds out. Or, like me, if you find that eating the sun has a little bit of a zing to it, I'm going to add one of these. So you might want to use gloves for this part, or at least wash your hands afterwards with some very strong degreaser before you touch anything that you care about. The idea is that we just want to get these peppers diced about as small as we have the onions. If, like me, you bought the wrong kind of pepper at the store, there's no point in wasting that, so you may as well dice that guy up too. And then for this part, if your pepper's dry enough, you could try crumbling it by hand, or if you fail like I did, get the knife out, give it a bit of a chop. Now, take out your mutant tomato. If you don't know how to find a mutant tomato, you can try growing one yourself. That's where I found mine. Try not to plant tomato vines in radiated soil. Struggle as little as you can to make it smaller. And then we're going to take a normal tomato and we're going to dice this very quickly and orderly to regain confidence in ourselves and our ability to cut things with a knife properly. Next, you want to take a spoon and peel your ginger. You can peel your ginger with anything that you want, but if you post it on the internet and it's not a spoon, the internet will get very mad at you. In a small bowl, mix up your coriander, your cardamom, your paprika, your red chili, also known as Hero's paprika, your turmeric, and garam masala. Garam masala is a blend of a bunch of different spices, some of which we have, but some that we don't, so don't leave it out. Heat up a pan and add in some ghee or clarified butter. If you want to be a bit basic, you could also use olive oil, but I didn't tell you to. Drop your rinsed lentils in the pot. Bonus points if you keep all the lentils in the pot. Add your water and crank the heat. Back to the butter, we're going to toss in our stick of cinnamon and sprinkle in some cumin seeds. This is a process called blooming, where we're going to transfer some flavor from the spices into the butter to help incorporate more into the rest of the dish as we go. This is going to take about 60 to 90 seconds. You want to stir everything around to make sure it doesn't burn, but you will notice that the spices will darken a little bit in color. After this, sprinkle in your ground up seeds. Now you have about 30 seconds before it starts to burn. So after about 10 seconds, get your garlic in, stir that around. Grate your ginger as fast as you can. And then before the spice burns, add your onion.
Keep giving them a stir and moving them around, and they should soften up in about 5 minutes. Back to the lentils, turn the heat down low when it starts to boil, and keep an eye on it that it doesn't pop the lid off. We came close, but we won this round. Maybe next time, lentils. Maybe next time. When the onions soften up, add in your peppers. Give them a stir around. Try not to hold your face directly over because the fumes will get a little spicy. Add in your tomatoes. Give it a quick mix. Don't forget your salt. I forgot salt earlier. And everything should incorporate as the tomatoes soften up over about the next 5 minutes or so. If your timing's good, your lentils might be done at this point. Give them a stir, make sure that there's no hidden water at the bottom. Add them to your mix. Now don't forget, this is supposed to last you the whole week, so don't eat it all right away. Also because it's hot. At this point you could check for flavor. Mine needed more paprika and turmeric. You can always make plain rice with this dish, but I want to impress you. So add your turmeric, paprika, coriander, cardamom, and garam masala to a mixing bowl. Don't overdo the spices because you want to make sure that you have a spoonful of flavored rice and not a spoonful of Indian-themed instant noodle flavor packet. From here, prep your garlic, your onion, and your tomatoes. Now I'm a goof and forgot to turn the camera on, but we want to follow the same process as before. We're going to heat up the ghee, we're going to bloom our spices, we're going to fry up our onions and garlic, throw in our tomatoes, and now you're all cut up. We're going to add in some strained peas and carrots. Don't forget your salt again. Add in your rice. Try to keep your rice inside the pot. Add your water. Cover, bring to a boil. Check back after 10 minutes, take it off the heat, and start divvying up your lunches for the week. Now we're missing a bit of zest, so we want to cut this lemon into 10 pieces. Half is easy. 10's a little difficult. If you cut yourself, it's not my fault.
Here we are. So we do that and that. Well, so there you have it. You have 10 delicious meals that will make your coworkers or your neighbors jealous, depending on where you work. If you think I messed something up, or if there's something that you want to see me make, please let me know in the comments below. And if you try it at home, one variant or another, let me know how it turns out. Until next time.